Greetings and salutations, people of the internet. Eviscerator 2, and welcome to the Summoner. I believe this is a PS2 launch title, and it's on PC. It's also been re-released by Nordic Games, or THQ Nordic as they're now called, because this was a THQ game. Specifically, it was made by Volition, the people you probably know better for Saints Row. And there was an Easter egg in this game, for specific, that you also saw in Saints Row involving the bunny thing, called the Cabot. It's not here because this doesn't have the PS2 menu, so you don't have that video with it, but oh well. But yeah, if you have the PS2 version, play something, I don't know. Dungeons and Dragons with Red Faction characters, fuck if I remember. But yeah, the Cabot was in that.
I am Joseph of Sarad.
Born.
Joseph of Masad.
Masad, eh?
Cotter, Plowman, Sahugani, Summoner.
Yeah, this is where that Easter egg started.
9 years ago, I destroyed the village of Sarad
2001.
with a power I could neither control
or 2000,
nor understand.
I don't remember.
A power passed down through generations for thousands upon thousands of years. A power I never asked for and never wanted.
Really?
9 years ago, raiders
yeah, this is turn-based Diablo in
a
sense.
I unleashed the demon, and the demon massacred all in its path. The raiders, my friends, my family.
It's a very strange game. It also doesn't tell you much.
Who else were they to blame? I wore the ring. I called forth the demon.
I've yet to play the PC version, so I'm curious how this will work. I'd like to use controller, but I don't think it supports controller.
My companion was a vagabond named Iago, an old beggar who had come to Saran the year before looking for the child born with the mark of the summoner. Looking for me. Iago said he'd teach me how to use my gift, how to use the ring that only those born with the mark could use.
Cool.
And now we were both vagabonds, hated and feared. We came to the village of Masad, and I threw the ring down a well. I told Iago to go away and never trouble me again with talk of prophecies and destinies. I was finished with my power.
You're never
swore
finished
on the
with this
graves
stuff.
of all who perished in Saran that I would never summon again.
If only that would be true.
But the one thing I tried to escape was the one thing that came looking for me. And that is where my story begins.
I like that transition from cutscene to gameplay. At least the cutscenes are pretty accurate to what the game looks like. THQ presents...
The year was 596 Vorno Mediva. 300 years after the Medivan conquest, 1,000 years after the fall of Ikimos,
I'm using some form of...
12,000 years after the
it's an
third
old
renegade,
program.
and the
I've
death
had
of
for a while.
Urath, god of the Sudani.
Some form of voodoo graphics card thing to render this in HD. This game doesn't normally render in HD. As you can see, there's the Volition logo. It doesn't really change much over the
Murad
years.
the Usurper, Emperor of Orenia, a realm far
that guy
to the
got
north
fucked.
across the sea, invaded the shores of the kingdom of Mediva. Led by
Why
the
is she just
infamous
standing
four
there?
riders, Murad's soldiers laid waste to the villages along the Dahu River. One night, they came to Masad. The soldiers were looking for a boy with a mark on his hand.
I like the effort they're going through for the cutscenes, having them actually look at the hands.
The
Cool.
mark of the summoner.
Good intro. Basic controls. Welcome to Summoner. This tutorial explains how different ways to move your character and how you control the camera. You can continue with this tutorial by left-clicking. You could also quit the tutorial by pressing escape at any time. Okay. There are two ways to move in the world of the Summoner. You can click on a point in the world. That is a weird control scheme, and Joseph will automatically move towards that point. A blue circle will appear, indicating where Joseph is going. The second mode of travel is called direct travel. You can click and hold down the left mouse button, and Joseph will move in the direction of the pointer's current location. By moving the pointer around the screen, you can make Joseph change directions without stopping. This is one of the weirdest control schemes I have ever seen. Why can't I use a controller? I'd like to use the controller in this game. By moving your mouse pointer to the right and the left, it streams the screen. You can rotate the camera around Joseph. The left and right arrows on your keyboard will also control the camera rotation. You can zoom in and out by using up and down arrows keys, or if you have a mouse wheel, pushing up and down will make you zoom the camera in and out. The times when mouse wheels weren't as common. Okay. Alright, this is weird. There's a guy to talk to. Anything around here? No, I need to move my controller out of the way. So I can use the cursor keys to turn the camera. Look! We worked in the fields planting wheat and rye. The day's shadow grew long over Narrow's Hill. I saw them ride 4 horsemen with an army of butchers close behind. Horsemen? Half men, half beast, villains from a bard's song. They carved poor Rahug in half, and then attacked us with arrows of flame. We who survived are all too scared to stay and too scared to run. Cool. Well, not cool, but hey. It's nice water. Good water effects for early PS2 game. Oh, he got stabbed. Basic combat tutorial. Yes, please, because I don't want to go through all the keys to try to find out how you do chains. Because that would be forever and I'd die. One of the Orions has killed a villager. He'll attack you next, and you'll have to defend yourself. Here's the basics of how combat works. You can attack an enemy by highlighting him with your mouse and left-clicking on the target. The red bar that appears over the enemy's head is the target's current hit points, HP. The red bar next to Joseph's portrait represents his HP. Yes, I know how this works. Once the target has been selected, Joseph will attack and defend against the enemy on his own. It is not necessary to target the enemy again. If an enemy attacks Joseph and you do not respond, Joseph will automatically draw his weapon and defend himself. During combat, numbers will appear over the participant's head. Okay. The game will now unpause and the Iranian will attack Joseph. Okay. You didn't tell me how chains work, game. Right click? Okay, right click is a chain. What other buttons are chain? Okay, so right click does all the chains? Instead of using some form of movement like the D-pad on the... That's a really dumb control scheme. Oops. Oh. Okay. It's like... Joseph is defeated as a scout. Sometimes when enemies are defeated, they will leave items or gold behind. When they do this, you can pick them up by highlighting them. Yes, I know how this works. Joseph may have been injured in the battle by casting a spell. A spell can be used, left-click on the spell button, or press the C key to cast spells. To use items from your party's inventory, left-click on the inventory, or press the I key, okay? C. Heal. Yes. Can I heal the corpse? I can heal... Okay, no, I can't heal the corpse. Alright. This is a weird control scheme. I'm assuming Diablo clones all could... I assume Diablo controls like this, but I've never played Diablo on anything but console, so I wouldn't know. I lived a fool, and now I will die a fool. An old martyr's dream made me fight. I beg you. Excuse me. Bring this sword to my nephew Eris. Your nephew Eris? My grandfather's grandfather made his sword and died long ago, on Nado's Hill. He was Falconized standard bearer and the greatest, I'm trying to cook more, warrior in our village. The blade is ancient, but I've seen for it well. Look how it gleams in the sun. We must flee to Leno. Leno? Never. The blood of my ancestors sanctified this soil. I will die here or live forever. But the dead have no use for swords. Give this to blade to my nephew, and he lives in Linnell. Do you see the serpent coiled around the hill? Okay. Farewell. Goodbye. Alright. Is there a way to change the camera so it's top down? I remember that being a thing in the PS2 version. Let's explore a bit. Explore. See anything? Well, maybe the next thing will tell me how... next encounter. Oh, it's not telling me how chains work. I'm just gonna right-click and smash keys on the keyboard. Oh, no, that did. Okay, it's not shift. B, D, N. Okay, M actually is map. I should have expected as much. There's a readme that comes with this game, but the readme was empty, and when it told me to make a readme, then it just made a new file called readme, and it had nothing in it. I don't know if that had the controls in it, but there's controls, and you're supposed to be able to do all these cool chain attacks, but I don't know the keys. Excuse me for a second while I look up controls. It'll take me like 3 seconds. Let's unpause. Oh. We're being attacked by 2 people. You're gonna die, I think. Let's just kill this douche. Like, if this is the way you do chains in this version, then this is shit. It's a great game, but if the only way you do chains is with this, maybe if you download the game, you'll have the readme, but I don't have the readme. There we go. Oh, we killed him? Okay. Alright, let's just continue on. We need to press C to cast. Do this. Alright. Cap, Shift, Alt, and Tab. Cap, Shift, Alt, and Tab, eh? Is that the keys? Alright. Caps. No. How did this person set their keys to Cap, Shift, Alt, and Tab? Ooh, leather boots. I for inventory, right? And then we... Alright, which one is boots? Is it boots? Okay, yeah, it's boots. There we go. We now have armor. Oh, right click while holding down the button. That is the weirdest combo system. I like the way the PS2 did it, where you just hit the D-pad. So you gotta hold shift and press right click. Okay. Yep. There we go. Okay, I figured out the keys now. So now I can swap between the 2 most important ones. Alright, so I level. So, what is it? This one? Okay, here we are. So, now we get to see the leveling system. We'll do heal and sword weapons for now. They all go up to a level of 9. Yes, except changes. I want to do more damage. I want to focus mostly on swords with this guy, even though that isn't the most ideal thing. The most ideal is always just to work on... There we go. You gotta hold down caps and press the... It's a weird system, but I accept it. Alright. And as you can see, leveling up heals you. There we go. Killed another douche. Yeah, let's just take everything. Explore a bit, take everything, move on. Sounds good to me. Yeah, this is a very interesting combat system. It's turn-based Diablo, I guess you could say. Without much in the way of Diablo. Oops. Blue pants. I like blue pants. What is it, I? Okay, I. Alright, so let's equip some blue pants. There we go, they're very blue pants. If you explore a bit, you'll find things, because there's some things hidden in boxes and shit. You know what, let's head over here. I want to kill some more dudes. I want to get a better feel for the combat system. Leather boots. You know what? I said that was weird, just holding caps and pressing right, but it works. It's a lot easier than just pressing the button down and hoping to... I don't know. I guess there was a lot of delay on button presses. We'll cut our throats. We'll never reach the boat. The Rennies are guarding the mill. Why should I leave Masad? This is my home. Have you seen this place? If it's not war, or it's the plague. If it's not the plague, it's a drought, or rain rots. What the fuck is rain rots? The wheat in the field. Oh, rain rots the wheat in the field. I get it. I give my offering at the shrine, but the gods are never pleased. Nothing to do but bury the dead and endure. Endure, such is our lot. We reap and thresh to scrub and mend, to gather the wood and tend the fire. I feed the pigs and cows and the chickens, and now we'll have no food for winter. Okay, I think I'm gone. Well, let's talk to this douche, because actually he's smart. She's the douche. River. Yago. Okay. The vagabond who came to side with you all those years ago. A lot of these people seem to know. You're in terrible danger. Okay, I like how this guy is going to protect me. Terrible danger, Joseph, but how will that beggar save you? Soldiers. These aren't raiders or brigands. Look at their armor. Look at their swords. These are Arenian soldiers, Joseph, minions of the Emperor. They're burning down the village, Arenia. Jesus, so much stuff. Lies far to the north. Why are they looking for me? They are. Take me if I know. They're looking for the peasant with a mark on his hand. Just like the mark you've got. What would they want with you? Now they don't know. Rennies? I saw one down. This hammer will take your head off. Okay. I'm not bothering to read all this, as I just want to get into the game. Yeah. If I was doing a Let's Play, I'd actually focus on this stuff. Ooh, we got a cutscene. I don't think it looks too bad for early PS for any game really. I think all the weird character models kind of fit the art style, which is good. Sure, something like that could be of higher texture quality. But I think it all fits the art style in some way or another. Then again, I'm not the If you don't do chains against this guy, you might as well be screwed. Oh, he's gonna hit me. See? He does a fuck ton of damage. Ow. And he'll hit you multiple times if you're not careful. There we go. Again, prefer the PS2 version. That had a better control scheme. I think games like this control better on controller, even if you may have less buttons.
Having eluded the Orenians, Joseph sailed to Lanel, where he hoped to find the old beggar named Iago.
Cool.
In the tongue of the ancient Runari, Lanel means City of Gods. For upon this site, the towers of Iliosi stood. Now Lanel was capital of Mediva, seat of King Bellius VI, descendant of the victors of the Medivan
I feel like they
conquest.
just made up a bunch of names and stuff for lore, just for the sake of it. It's like, we're gonna make up as much stuff for lore as possible and see what all makes sense. I like it works. And now we have a Final Fantasy style map. And there are random encounters, if you're wondering. So walk around on the map long enough, you're gonna encounter something random, and there's quests related to these random encounters. And some of them are very much environment-based, kind of like your standard Final Fantasy. So if you're in a forest-looking area, yeah, you'll encounter enemies in a forest, or a hill. And if you're in a mountain area, you're going to encounter enemies in the mountains. And they will be very much fit for that environment. Welcome to Lonel, your grace. His Majesty has been expecting you. I have the river, and I hate these boats. I hate the river. Okay, cool. The War Council will be in Coveney soon. Okay. Yeah, this is a big game. There's a lot to do, and it doesn't tell you how to do much stuff. You just kind of have to walk around and hope you find things. Because they do a lot of massive environments. As you can see, this is not very small. The render distance is kind of shit. Actually, the render distance is actually working here. But in other areas, the render distance is kind of shit. But otherwise, yeah, this is a large area. It doesn't tell you much of anything. The map won't tell you anything. It's like, you got a map, but it's not going to tell you where to find a quest. Like, I'm going to walk into a quest going this way, but it ain't in the map. See, there's a quest guy. He's going to give me a quest that I can't do until the end of the game. Well, not the end of the game. Soon. Magical seeds. What do I have to do? Take this bag, the one they call Earl, find him in the stronghold of Savannah. What is the reward? Okay. It won't be 2,000, okay. Oh, this guy's great. So sometimes this guy isn't a quest giver. Sometimes he'll say stuff that makes no sense. Arg, Verful, Derpel, there, Sedum, Rebadu. Okay, there is in joke Rava Oxcart. Could you repeat that? There is. So if you pay attention to some stuff, there is treasure. There's treasure. The big in fish. There is treasure big in fish. There's a fish over here. Let's go check it out. And we acquired a fiery falcon. No, I don't want to talk to you. Let's see if pathfinding. Okay, pathfinding. This game has pathfinding for getting down and upstairs. Good to know. I still think this is a dumb control scheme. How do I control the camera? That paused the game, apparently. Menu, map. There has to be a top-down view. It's like, I feel like there should be a top-down view. No, that's cast. Q, W, E. That opened R's character. That opened inventory. Enter does something. H does something. Alright. Let's not press Windows. Okay, space pauses. Alright, I guess I will never know. I want a top-down camera. I remember this game had top-down camera. I'll have to look up the controls another time. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end it here. This has been an interesting look at the PC version of this game. I had no idea what I was getting myself into, and I still don't know. It's like learning the game all over again. It's nice to learn the game all over again instead of just knowing how to play. It's a shame this doesn't have controller support, because it would be so much better on a controller using the D-pad of either a PS4 or Xbox One controller to do the chains, instead of holding the button down and right-click, but that works, and the movement system would be a lot better with an analog stick. But again, I thank you so much for watching. I've been Eviscerator MK2. This has been The Summoner, a 2001 launch title for the PS2. I don't know if it's 2001 or 2000. I forget when the PS2 launched. I don't give a rat's ass. But yeah, again, be sure to like, favorite, comment, subscribe, share, especially share. That's always important. Follow me on Vidme, follow me on Twitter, all those other things that you normally do. Again, thank you so much for watching, and have a good day. Ooh, excuse me.